Prince ini menceritakan tentang seorang kanak kecil yang hidup di suatu planet kecil di universe, dan dia itu bertahun-tahun nggak pernah keluar dari planet itu sampai suatu ketika dengan dorongan dari segala sesuatu yang terjadi di planetnya, dia akhirnya memutuskan untuk melakukan perjalanan. Nah, di perjalanan itu sendiri dia ketemu dengan berbagai macam individu, di antara banyaknya itu orang dewasa, dan di situ dia bisa mengambil lebih jauh pembelajaran tentang menjadi dewasa.
So for me, the most memorable part in Little Prince Ballet is that very middle part where it just feels like it's where the little prince is exploring the other planets. You know, it just feels like he's wandering here and there, having fun. But that part actually for me, even though it's not technical, but it's quite hard for musicality because you have to get the feel of like also exploring these planets by yourself. You have to feel what the little prince is doing. You know, you have to just get a sort of imagination of his adventure. And for me, his thoughts are really innocent. He just, but then with all these adventures that he's gone through, he just sees a lot of change that he's not used to thinking, and now he just knows that in the adult life it's just more harder, and when you mature you just kind of lose your imagination because you just don't think like everything's possible anymore. There are some parts where it just seems like it's impossible and you cannot do it at all, and it's just more mature but also just not too fun at all. And from what I've read on the book, it's quite sad, but I mean that's part of life when you grow up.
Little Prince ini kan berkelana mengunjungi berbagai macam tempat ya. Itu bisa diartikan sebagai masing-masing mungkin sebagai tahap kehidupan ya. Dimana setelah dia berkunjung dari satu ke tempat kedua gitu, kan dia tidak balik lagi ke tempat yang sebelumnya, tapi dia terus mengunjungi tempat-tempat baru. Jadi menurutku itu bisa menggambarkan tahap kehidupan di mana kita selalu maju, selalu menemukan hal-hal yang baru.
So for me, like in the aspect of technicality of Little Prince, okay, like let's say it's not that hard, but musicality, musically, it's really emotional because there are some parts where it has to be like, whoa, you're going on a really serious adventure, but like you're being chased down or something. But then there are other parts where you just have to feel like you're floating around, just having a fun time, traveling here and there. And there are some parts where it's just really mellow and you just have to feel pretty calm, and sometimes it's sad, but it just shows that through one of these pieces, it's like not every single piece created by such composers have to be technically difficult, because sometimes even if it's only just technicality, you don't have to feel any emotion, and sometimes it's just blank. But then when you put in a lot of musicality, it's actually moving. It just gives you more fun, it just gives you more emotion to feel. But when it's perfectly balanced, it's very good experience for the players, the orchestra members, or whether it's the soloists. So for me, not all pieces have to be just technically difficult. They have to have a balance, but sometimes it's about the taste of the composer as well.
Buatku, hal yang menarik dari cerita Little Prince ini adalah dia mengajarkan kita tentang kesederhanaan berpikir seorang anak kecil dengan rasa ingin tahu yang tinggi. Lalu, dia juga mengajarkan tentang pentingnya relasi. Pada awalnya, Little Prince ini dia sangat kesepian waktu berkunjung ke bumi, sampai dia bertemu dengan seekor rubah, di mana si rubah ini mengajarkan tentang hubungan yang saling menjinakkan. Pada awalnya, si rubah ini hanyalah seekor rubah biasa bagi Little Prince. Begitu pula Little Prince cuma seorang anak kecil biasa bagi si rubah. Tapi dengan adanya hubungan yang menjinakkan ini, keduanya menjadi istimewa untuk satu sama lain. Mengenai hal ini, aku pengen mengutip salah satu perkataan si rubah, yaitu, "If you come at 4 in the afternoon, I'll begin to be happy by 3." Menurutku ini bukan tentang happiness itu aja, tapi juga mengajarkan tentang harapan. Dimana sesuatu yang membuat kita senang, bahagia itu bukan hanya dirasakan pada suatu saat aja, tapi adanya antisipasi, adanya harapan bahwa sesuatu yang baik itu akan terjadi, sesuatu yang baik akan datang. Itulah yang memupuk kebahagiaan itu.
Yang diajarin di Little Prince itu menurut aku tuh tentang waktu yang kita habiskan dengan sesuatu itu, walaupun biasa aja itu bisa memberikan nilai yang spesial gitu. Kalau di bukunya itu disampaikan sih lewat relasi dia sama Rose yang di planet tadi itu. Pas dia ke bumi itu kan, oh ternyata Maura sama aja dong, di sini banyak sekali Maura seperti itu. Cuman kenapa yang dia punya di planetnya dia sendiri itu berbeda, karena waktu yang udah dia habiskan. Jadi dedicated time-nya itu yang udah dia berikan kepada Maura itu, kayak tiap hari nyiramin lah, terus ngasih shield lah, apalah, diajak ngobrol. Itu kan sebenarnya bikin Maura itu spesial dan beda dari yang lain gitu, karena udah ada bonus sedikit.
In adulthood, it's all of them. For me, it's complicated. There's of course fun. There's also, it's scary to be an adult. But I mean, they're all one package. You can't escape one from the other. There are some times where our parents can't really answer us, and therefore we have to mature and just find it out ourselves. Growing up is complicated, a privilege, but also it's part of life.